Welcome, one and all, to Pacific414 Pop Talk. I'm your host, Mike, and in this edition of Pop Talk, I'm going to be talking about two articles. One about a documentary being made about the late, great Sidney Poitier, and the other about a Quantum Leap remake. So, let's get underway, shall we? This article I'm about to read comes to us from Deadline, and it's by Justin Kroll, and it says Sidney Poitier documentary in the works at Apple with Oprah Winfrey executive producing. So the article goes on by saying, following the death of Hollywood icon Sidney Poitier on Friday, Deadline has confirmed that Apple is in the middle of filming a documentary on the Oscar-winning actor with Oprah Winfrey executive producing and Reginald Hudlin directing. Winfrey will produce through her Harper Productions and Network Entertainment. The doc had been under wraps and in production for more than a year and is an in-depth documentary about the life of the great Poitier that includes the participation of his family. The doc will be an Apple Original Films release. Poitier, who died Friday, and that was last Friday on the 7th, just to let everyone know, at the age of 94 at his home in Beverly Hills, was the first black man to win an Academy Award for Best Actor for 1963's Lilies of the Field. Following that breakout performance that turned him into a star, he would continue to be a trailblazer in helping opening doors for other minority performers as he starred in such classics as In the Heat of the Night, Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, and To Sir with Love. So, what do you all think about that? The late great Sidney Poitier is getting a documentary that has been in the works for more than a year, and it's being executive produced by Oprah Winfrey. Honestly, with an actor of his caliber and what he meant as a groundbreaking, role model in Hollywood, I think it's a great idea. Some might agree, some might disagree, but I think it's a great idea to release this documentary and, talk about the man behind the actor and also, we'll find out how he got into acting. It's going to be great. So let's go ahead and move on to the next article, shall we? This next article I want to talk about also comes from Deadline. It was written by Nelly Andreeva, posted on their site on January 13th, and it says Quantum Leap reboot set at NBC with pilot order. Quantum Leap's long rumored return has taken a big leap forward, becoming a reality. NBC has given a pilot order to a reboot of the beloved 1990s sci-fi series, which starred Scott Bakula and Dean Stockwell. Written and executive produced by La Brea co-showrunners Stephen Lilia and Brian Winbrandt, and executive produced by Blind Spot creator Martin Gero, as well as Quantum Leap creator, executive producer Don Belisario, and executive producer co-narrator Deborah Pratt, the follow-up series is set in present time. It's been 30 years since Sam Beckett Bakula stepped into the Quantum Leap accelerator and vanished. Now a new team has been assembled to restart the project in hopes of understanding the mysteries behind the machine and the man who created it. Bakula is not attached to reprise his role or produce the new Quantum Leap, but is aware of the reboot and has had conversations about potentially getting involved. Bakula's co-lead on the original series, Dean Stockwell, died in November at age 85. The pilot is produced by Universal Television, a division of Universal Studio Group, with Lillian and Winbrandt executive producing for their I Have an Idea Entertainment, Belisario for his Belisarius Productions, and Gero via his Quinn's House Productions. The original NBC series, which aired 97 episodes from 1989 to 93, featured Bakula's physicist inadvertent Sam Beckett time hop through various eras by leaping into bodies of other people. Stockwell played Beckett's sidekick, Admiral Al Calavisi, who appeared as a hologram to guide him through the weekly adventures. Quantum Leap is one of the marquee titles in Universal's TV library, whose reboot has been a priority for years and has been attempted multiple times to date. This particular iteration had been kept largely under wraps, but Bakula last fall told the late Bob Saget on his podcast that there were very significant conversations about a Quantum Leap reboot. And it goes on to quote Scott Bakula from his time on the podcast by saying, "The rights were a mess for years. I don't know if they're even sorted out now. That's always been the biggest complication," he said back then. Bakula added he had spoken occasionally with series creator Belisario over the years about a potential comeback, and he said he would always say, "I can't write it without thinking of you and Dean." Lillian and Winbrant serve as executive producers and co-showrunners alongside creator showrunner David Appleburn on the NBC Universal TV drama La Brea. They previously created, executive produced, and served as showrunners on dramedy God Friended Me, which ran for 2 seasons on CBS, with the duo directing the series finale. They received a 2019 Humanitas Prize for their work on the series. The pair, who also co created Fox's Alcatraz, are repped by Range Media Partners and attorney Todd Rubenstein at Morris Yorn. So, what do you all think about the stories from Deadline today? Do you think that the Quantum remake is gonna be any good? Do you think that the Sidney Poitier documentary is gonna be any good? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you like this or any other content on this channel, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. I would greatly appreciate it. Until then, take care of yourselves, and I will see you all later.